you, the voice of the beat.
You know what I want?
Blaze up.
Come on, Blaze.
It's a beat for me.
Wah 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 wah. For your guy, for your B-O-Y. Drop it for your guy, for your B-O-Y. Do it for your guy, for your B-O-Y. Come on, baby, we live. For your boy. For your boy. Also for your boy. Fix it for your boy. Drop it for your lift it up.
Hello. Oh, girl, hold on. What's up, y'all? Let me fix my mic. Hold on. Let me get y'all blessed up while I fix this mic, girl. It almost fell. Y'all get the likes up on the video. Shout out to everybody in the building. Y'all, let's get TD up here to get y'all deported and blessed, honey, because I got to fix this microphone. I don't know what the world going on. Hold on. I'll be right back.
Will somebody please deport me? Yeah, I need deported. Please deport me back home to my Father who art in heaven. Yeah, I want to be deported. Handcuff me and send me away to the Father. 'Cause there's so much going on this earth. It gets to me sometimes, yeah. And in these times, I gotta remind myself of my beautiful qualities to help me keep on pressing, such as I am beautiful on the inside and out. I am unique. I am real and authentic. Yeah. I'm not like everybody else, 'cause I'm me, and that's alright. I am lovable, I am loving, and I am loved. Yeah, I am healthy, and I am wealthy. So until my Father called me home, I guess I can't be deported, but I'm gonna be imported right here, right now, and enjoy my day, and I hope you do too. Peace.
My bad, y'all. My bad. Girl, let's start over. My bad. Let's start over. Okay. I was saying happy Super Sunday. Happy Super Sunday. This was a bittersweet Super Sunday for me because number one, I missed it. But number two, I know it was lit. All right. And then also, I'm watching our culture being sold away by our own. And I think that when we talked about treason, I think that needs to be brought back into the conversation because they're literally selling our culture. Literally, that where our culture is being sold. New Orleans is one of the last places in America that has authentic Black American, if you want to call us that, indigenous Indian culture, and it's being sold. Now it's a spectacle. I knew from the moment they put this on the Super Bowl stage that this was the beginning of the end. We got clear people all in our spaces, all at the second lines, and they had already started kind of creeping into the second lines, but now they in the second lines, in the social aid and pleasure clubs, on the Zulu floats, and now they about to take the Indian culture and mix that up, take it from us, and then give us the history behind it years from down the line. And let me also say this: here come the Africans. Here come the Africans. Oh, this is from West Africa. This is from Ghana. Boy, this culture older than Ghana. My grandma older than Ghana. What are you talking about? And this is why I get upset. I was talking to my friends about this, and I think they understand it, but they don't quite get the seriousness of this thing. They are about to take our stuff. Mark my words, and I don't want it to happen. But they are already in the process of taking our stuff, re-imaging it to put their face on it, and then about 50 years teach our children about how we took culture or copied other people. That's what's happening. Mark my word. Mark my word. Mark my word. In Africa, if y'all don't go lay y'all lost European behinds down somewhere, please. Ghana and West Africa was nothing but dirt when we were doing this. See, they're going to come on here, but then Nigerians were there. We just weren't called Nigerians. We had this war and that war. Bull crap. Y'all were a lost bunch of Europeans from somewhere else, and they put y'all in there, mixed y'all up in a gumbo pot, and called y'all Nigerians. That's why y'all got so many tribes up under there. Stop with the cap. America is older than Africa. America is older than Africa. America is older than Africa. Hell, Louisiana is older than West Africa. And I say what I said. But let's get into some of the culture that happened on yesterday. Y'all get the lights up. These are the chiefs challenging, y'all. The chiefs of different tribes challenging. That's what you're looking at. Look at the kids. Look at the babies. Okay. Can I ask what you mean by this question? Is that a gay pride parade? Lorraine, are you being funny? Because please don't disrespect my culture like that. If that's a serious question, please don't disrespect. And it's no shade to the gays, but ain't nothing about this say nothing about no gay pride. Gay pride, I'm sorry. I'm asking you to be respectful to my culture. You feel me? If I go inside of the Baptist church and ask you if the pastor's still taking it in the butt, you'll be wrong. I'll be wrong. You know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna ask you, please do not disrespect my culture. Please don't. Please don't. Do not ever come on here and disrespect my culture. You see them dancing in pink, and that's the ignorance of it all. She says, no, not at all. I see them dancing in pink. So because they're wearing pink, that's gay? So you're Lorraine, you're saying the colors, just the colors, give you gay pride. The level of ignorance. The level of ignorance right there. Just the color, because they got on pink. This is above your pay grade, Lorraine. Come back. Get off and come back when we finish with this. This is above your pay grade. This is way above your pay grade. You log out, and if you would like to come back, if you don't want to, that's fine too. But this is way above your pay grade. Please exit the live. Please, because you tried to be funny with that. Is this a gay pride parade? BS. You tried it. Log off. And don't either come back or don't come back. But right now, just log off because you being very ignorant, Lorraine. And with a name like Lorraine, you too old to be so ignorant. You too old to be ignorant, Lorraine. Because Lorraine, you got to be at least 45, 50. Lorraine. Damn near baby boomer. Log off and either come back or don't come back. I'm fine with either one. Let me time you out. Somebody time Lorraine out until this segment is over. I don't even want to hear no more what she got to say. Time her out until this segment is over. One of my is any of my my mods on here? Abundance. One of y'all time her out until this. Matter of fact, time her out for the whole live at this point because I just feel disrespected. Get up out of here. Time her out for the whole live. Let her come back on another live. Time her out for 1,000,000 seconds. Let's move on. Let me say this, bro. So unfairly Jamaican 876 says so someone can't ask a question. It's not about asking a question. It's about trying to be disrespectful. It's no different from me. Let's just say you unfairly Jamaican, right? So that means you must be Jamaican, probably an Americanized one, but necessarily probably a Jamaican. Let's say I go over to Jamaica and I see the boys whining and dirty whining their hips on the girls. And I ask them, is this a punk fest? Because I see all the boys dirty whining their hips on the girls. If I go up in there and say, is this where all the gay punk Jamaicans be? Let's add context to it. Is this where all the punk Jamaicans, the Bate boys, is this where they be at? Let's go over there where y'all at. Let's go over to Jamaica where all them niggas hips be gyrating and stuff. Is this where all the Bate boy punks be at? Can I do that? And you not feel offended? Y'all trying to be funny. You really trying to be funny. So no, she can ask a question, but she can't be disrespectful. This is just as dear to me in my culture than whatever your culture is over there in Jamaica. Because you know, most of y'all got American culture. So it is what it is. All I'm saying is she can ask a question, but she can't try to be disrespectful. That's the problem. And if you feel like she can't ask a question, then you can go too. You can go too. Because I always found it funny in Jamaica that they talk about Bate boy this and Bate boy that, but the gyrating of the hips is a different level for me. See, we don't gyrate hips over in America. So I don't know. So maybe I should go over there and ask, is this the Bate boy punk fest down in Jamaica when they gyrating hips and all of that? That's what I should do. That's just what I should do. But I'm not going to disrespect your whole culture because of a few ignorant people. But yeah, no, she can ask a question. She just can't be disrespectful. Okay? So yeah. And anybody else feel a way about me firing off on Lorraine or unfairly Jamaican, you can go too. Please don't do it. Please don't do it. Not today. Today, Monday, I ain't got time. Not today. Not today. All right. All right, I got some more. Hold on, y'all. I got some more stuff that I had shared on my Here's some more stuff. I don't know if this got music on it. Yeah, and remember, everything is hand stitched. Every single thing. It takes at least a year to create these not costumes, but these outfits. Everything is hand stitched. Everything. Every single item, every single piece by hand. Okay? Every single thing. So let's not ever forget that. Hand, sewing needle thread in and out. Yeah. Hand stitched. So let's not forget that. They're gonna put some respect on my people, bro. And I'm not gonna tolerate no form of it, not even through a joke. They're gonna put some respect on my people because ain't nowhere in the world got this culture. Nowhere in the world. Nowhere in the world. Let me say it again. There's nowhere in the world, Craig, not the city, bitch. Not even the continent, ho. The world. There's nowhere in the world that practices this here culture. You gonna respect it. Yeah. Yep. So I just want to make that clear, okay? Just in case anybody was, confused. Nowhere in the world, not in the Caribbean, not in Africa, not in Brazil. They might have some stuff that might be a little similar, but nowhere in the world practices this culture. Nowhere. So yeah, we're going to put some respect on it this Monday. But shout out to Super Sunday. It was lit. Hold on. I had some other stuff. Hold on. I had shared a few things that I want y'all to see. This shit is spiritual. It's spiritual right here. And just to add context, no color is off limits. It's not about a pink is for girls and blue is for boys, just to give y'all kind of an educational moment. This is a spiritual practice that we're witnessing right here. And this, you're not going to say, well, because we boys, we can't put pink on our outfits or on our, it doesn't go like that. This is a spiritual practice here, and no color is off limits. Boys aren't obligated to blue and girls aren't obligated to pink. It's just kind of like, however the spirit goes, you know what I'm saying? So just for context. This is like a mint green right here. Hold on, I got some more. Look at them outfits, bro. Look. You know what else sucks too? They about to take over this. Somebody's gonna teach the clears how to make these costumes, and then they're gonna start branding them and start making money off of them. Watch. I can feel it. They're gonna start taking somebody in that that's gonna be treasonous and need a couple of dollars are gonna start teaching the clears and other cultures how to hand stitch this stuff and how to create this stuff. They already used it for the Super Bowl logo. It's coming. And then they're gonna make a brand off of this where the clears are gonna monopolize. You know what I'm saying? Watch. It's gonna be on a shoe, a hat, or a shirt, something like that. Watch. It's coming. It's already in the works. Somebody inside of the culture is already getting ready to sell out. I already know it. Hey, why not? Hold on.
Young generation. Why you don't want no smoke with me? I bring fire early in the morning. I got more rounds than what you got. I'm greedy. Shit. Run back. Shit. Show me what you're working with. Look at it. I bring fire. Look at it. Look at it. I bring fire. Young generation. State your name, state your game. Don't do it. I bring fire. I'm the fittest fireball that you ever seen. I'm the fireball y'all been waiting on to see. Young generation. Why you don't want no smoke with me? I bring fire early in the morning. I got more rounds than what you got. I'm greedy. Shit. Run back. Shit.
Now I had went to their page and they had a whole bunch of stuff on here.
I was showing hustling, working for the mighty
Carnival in New Orleans. I'm outside. Everybody talking about your suit cold. It's only one Super Sunday. It ain't the Super Bowl. Look at that fucking outfit, bro. Man, watch out. Can't nobody do this. Nowhere in the world. Man, they're gonna put some respect on our name. This run too deep. You know what else too I realized to the people in the chat?
Say Big Chief Monkey, that's his name. What they say, boy, raise the same.
You know what I noticed too? And this is no shade. And if you feel played, I'm talking about you. Forever. Think about it like this. Forever in the world, Black Americans have always been told we don't have no culture. I grew up thinking we didn't have no culture. Even though I knew about all of this and all the New Orleans culture, forever in the world, Black Americans have been taught that we don't have no culture. But now that Black Americans are waking up, the indigenous people are waking up and they starting to really pay attention, not just in New Orleans, but I'm talking about everywhere. And we starting to recognize, wait, we've always had culture. As a matter of fact, we are the culture. Everybody else is taking over our stuff. And now that we're starting to celebrate our culture, I find that a lot of people take an issue with that. And it's because for the longest, everybody's been able to point at Black Americans and say, nanny boo boo, you ain't got no culture. Y'all come from Africa. Y'all don't know who y'all is. We know who we are, but you don't know who you is. Nanny boo boo. But now that the knowledge has hit the flow and we started to realize not only did we not come from Africa, that we've always had culture, and every single part of culture all over the world, Craig, it starts from inspiration from here, not the other way around. You see what I'm saying? So I think that when we go to celebrate, some people take offense to that because for the longest, they was the ones with the culture and we was the ones walking around blind without it. Well, you're going to have to get used to it, my love. You're going to have to get used to it because now we're going to start opening up portals and we're going to start opening up understanding to realize, hold on, the culture you got was inspired by my culture, not the other way around. You get it? That's going to be the one. See, that's going to be the one have them all windmilling with their head down. When we start to realizing and start to talking about it and showing proof that a lot of their culture comes from our culture, then it's going to be a problem. But I can't wait. Because it's already coming. It's already coming. It's already, some of the information is already out there. But yeah, it's gonna be a time. It's gonna be a time. It's definitely gonna be a time. We are what they told you Africa was. We are what they told you Africa was. Motherland and all. Hold on. I thought this was gorgeous. Look at this. Look at this girl and this young girl. I thought that this was abso-freaking-lutely gorgeous. Do you hear me? I was in awe of this. I was in so awe. This was so spectacular and so pretty. And these women are, and this young girl, these young ladies are so pretty. Let me tell y'all something. When you start to pay attention to who we are and what our features are and what we look like, you start to understand we are a unique people. It ain't a place in Africa that make the people that look like us. First of all, we one of the only melanated groups of people that make all shades of the black color or the black rainbow. You see what I'm saying? But just when you start to really paying attention to us, you see a distinct difference between us and them. A legend has it in the Bible, they say the Most High said, I know the difference between you and them. You know what I mean? And for the longest, I couldn't see it because I'm like, we all black. Like, we all got nappy hair. What's the big difference? But when you really start to pay attention, you can eye it like this. You could be like, nope, African. Nope, that ain't, nope. You can see it. I'm telling you. This is no shade. I'm just saying. I'm just bigging us up. But you can literally start to see it. But this, I thought this was gorgeous. Gorgeous.
I don't want no smoke with me.
Look, don't tell me no crap about us getting inspiration from here, us getting inspiration from there, us doing this to pay homage to some damn Native Americans that didn't even exist before the mid-1800s. Stop the cap. We are the blueprint. We are the original. We are. And what they're going to do now is try to take it and flip it and say we got it from everywhere else. And I hate this. Can I say this really quickly? I remember when you had to know somebody to know where the Indians was. I remember when it was an underground situation and nobody knew about it. Now watch. Now that they put them on the world stage at the Super Bowl, everybody and their mom about to come out the woodworks. And I'm about to show you in a second. Hold on. They saying engines, here they come, because that's what we called ourselves, engines. Engine, chukka, train, engine. Before it was E-N-G-I-N-E, it was I-N-J-U-N. Before the G even came into the existence, we were engines, okay? So that's what they're saying, engines, here they come. Yeah, I remember that fishing bread. You couldn't even take pictures of the Indians because that's how sacred it was. You see what I'm saying? So that's what they're over there saying, engines, here they come, because that's who we are and that's what we called each other.
Is out with the Mardi Gras Indians. You've been out there with them all day. LB, what's up?
All day. Oh my God. The young generation warriors and Chief is here. He's got the little ones, Amy. And I tell you, it's such a unique situation because there's a tribe over there that's meeting this tribe. And there's a tribe behind them that's coming up the street. If you wonder how it goes down in Trebay, this is two chiefs meeting. Three chiefs, if you want to count that. Chris, get back over to this shot right here where these chiefs are getting together. The Mardi Gras Indian tradition, the black masking tradition here in Trebay.
This is not necessarily a Mardi Gras tradition because for the longest, they wouldn't even allow the Indians to even be in Mardi Gras. I want to say in the last maybe 20, 30 years, they started allowing the Indians to even go to and be in the Mardi Gras. Because I remember when I was younger, we used to have to go way away from the parades, way away. When I was younger, they didn't let the Indians go by the Mardi Gras. Remember, they just started letting the Zulu them come in the last 50 years, maybe, because my grandma said Zulu wasn't even allowed in the Mardi Gras when she used to bring my mom in them. So don't let them put this Mardi Gras crap on this and make y'all think that Mardi Gras and Indians are synonymous. They just started allowing the Indians to even take a place in Mardi Gras because back in the day, they were nowhere around Mardi Gras. You had to go up to Tremel, up in whatever neighborhood they was in to go find them because they wouldn't allow them in. But now they're going to rebrand them as Mardi Gras Indians. You see what I'm saying? And then they're going to try to put them all together, make it, you know what I'm saying? Make it all this big old one big black so-called Native American situation. And you know what? Speaking of the Native Americans, we ain't heard nothing from the $5 footlongs. We ain't heard nothing from the $5 footlongs. Normally, they be the first ones hopping up talking about, oh, this is cultural appropriation. Oh, you shouldn't be doing this. Oh, I'm signing the petition. We ain't heard nothing from them because they know who to play with and who not to play with. This tradition is older than them, their existence in America. Let's really be clear about that. They not about to play with us. Let's really be clear about that. Oh, yeah, they definitely about to colonize and commercialize it. Of course, that's exactly what they about to do. That's exactly what they about to do because that's what they do to everything that we have. And we are part of it because somebody in there and somebody within our group is selling us out, period.
Hey, so we got about a minute. Chris,
is out with the Mardi Gras Indians. You've been out there with them.
I want to show y'all something because here come the Africans. Here they come. Let me show y'all something right quick. Here come the Africans, bro. Hold on. Oh, this is another part I want to show y'all too. Now, this is the second line. This is not the Indians. This is the second line club. You'll notice the same feathers and the same type of designs. Look.
We walking. You talk that money shit, come see me, homie. Talk that money shit, come see me, homie. Let's go.
So yeah, the second line and the Indians are two different things. They can be synonymous, but they are two completely different things. But they do happen most of the time at the same time. Now here we go. Here come the Africans. Watch this young girl costume. First of all, look at her costume. Look. Look at the detail in her costume, bro. Look at the detail. Look. From the shoes all the way up to the hat. You can't buy this nowhere in those stores. Look at the detail to all of this. All of this is handmade. What? Listen. You can't buy. There's nowhere you can buy this for now. But look at the detail. Now, this is where the Africans come in. So they are saying, let's read the caption. At the Queen, whatever her name is, Taj's latest matching suit for this year Mardi Gras Carnival, she incorporates the Sankofa Akoma symbol from the Akan people of Ghana, FKA the Gold Coast. This ironwork symbol is well known in Akan Asante culture and throughout the Akan diaspora in the Americas, particularly in the U.S. and the Caribbean. Remember, I told y'all they tried to say New Orleans was the upper Caribbean. Now, watch the hijack, because that's what that is right here. This is a hijack. Now they're going to say this is an African symbol that was used in the Caribbeans and in America, because now they're going to, first of all, group us with the Caribbeans. Then they're going to say, oh, yeah, but the symbol comes from Africa, because West Africa, the Gold Coast, which we know was made up here in the last 100 years or so, but the Gold Coast is where the symbol comes from. Look, watch. See, they're saying that this symbol is a West African from Ghana symbol. Akan culture, Adinkra, Sankofa, ironwork, Ghana. Ghana is not even, my grandmother's older than Ghana. How, Sway? Ghana was dirt before they created what we know as Ghana today. So how, Sway? Angola prison is older than Angola, Africa. How, Sway? Is it possible that they got symbols from us? Is that possible? Is it possible? No, because the narrative is everything comes from Africa. But I told you, here come everybody going to take grabs at our culture. Look, here come everybody talking about taking grabs. Now, nothing about this gives Ghana or Africa. And as a matter of fact, those symbols been on gates in New Orleans. I can't speak for nowhere else, but we used to have gates. We didn't do fences. We had iron gates in New Orleans, right? When I was growing up. And most of the iron gates had those symbols. So I'm of confusion. You feel what I'm saying? Let's get into it. Hold on. Watch the man. First of all, she looks gorgeous. First of all, she looks absolutely stunning. Shout out to the young lady. These people hand-stitched this stuff.
Enslaved actually left certain markers, even though they were stripped of their heritage, their culture, their language, certain symbols, they couldn't play their drums and what have you. But I found something that I would say they did leave their mark, and that would be this particular one right here. We grew up as kids seeing this in a lot of the ironworks around Savannah, a lot of the ironworks around Charleston, South Carolina. And this is an Ndinkra symbol. This is an Ndinkra symbol. This is an Ndinkra symbol. Matter of fact, every one of these are Ndinkra symbols. But this particular one is Sankofa. And Sankofa, being an Ndinkra symbols, and some of these symbols have been around for hundreds of years, but being around this as a little boy or people just seeing things like that, you never knew what the meanings were. We never enslaved actually left certain markers.
So listen, Carmen said my grandma's dining room set had that design. Listen, this is the thing. Do not let these people tell you that everything we do from over here come from there. Because if just think about it in this sense. If we got everything from them, then why are we so far advanced in them? Why does the world copy us and not them? Like, think about it. So remember, they have to say Ghana, West Coast, Gold Coast, because the story they fed us coming up was we all came from off the west coast of Africa to America. So they have to put the symbol in that area of Africa. They lying, bro. They're lying. They're lying. They're lying. They're lying. They are absolutely lying. That has been something used in America for centuries prior to Ghana even being thought of. So it's cap. They just got to make the stuff line up and say, oh, yeah, well, this came from the west coast of Africa. Why? Because they told you they put us in chains and took us from the west coast of Africa. So they got to put the symbol there. I'll just say this. Our culture is ours, and I refuse to get on here and allow these folks to get on here and say that what we had and what we created here in America, not just in New Orleans, just in America, period. I will refuse to give any of our culture to any other place but here, because we are the original man and woman. They don't want to tell you that, and to a lot of y'all, that sounds like a shocker. But Americans are the original man and woman. Period. Okay? With that being said, happy Super Sunday from yesterday. I wish I was there. I couldn't be there, obviously. But I really do wish I was there, and I hate that I missed it, but no worries. There's always some more to go. And if y'all do get an opportunity, y'all try to make a Super Sunday too. Also, the Indians, they call them Mardi Gras Indians now, but they will be at Every Day of Jazz Festival. So if anybody's interested in going to Jazz Festival, you can catch some Indians there. Me and my best friend are planning to go next month. So yeah, look at YD said that symbol is all over Macon, Georgia. It's all over where Black Americans are because it's our symbol. It's all over where, see, they trying to put it in one place in Africa, but it's all over here because it's our symbol. Then they want to turn around and say, oh, well, y'all, that's because y'all come from Africa. So where are the people in Africa that do the things that we do, that have the culture that we have, that look like us, that talk like us, that act like us, that eat like us? Show me the people in Africa where we come from, and you can't. And when y'all do genealogy, 99% of y'all won't find and read African on your genealogy, period. And you can get genealogy documents, if you're lucky, all the way back to damn the 1700s. Some people can get them further than that. Because I know I went back to the 1700s on mine. The mid 1700s. So stop the cap. We ain't no African. We ain't got nothing to do with Africa. We are our own people. And it's been put in movies. It's been put in plays. It's been put in front of our face forever and ever. And we have never, ever caught on to it like things like this. Let me find this clip where the lady would say, oh, here you go.
What kind of face you got, Bill? That Mandinka face.
Mandinka? What foodstuffs that you talking about? That's African. I ain't no African.
Well, I'm Mandinka. We're proud people.
And I'm American. I'm American. I'm American. I was born here. My mammy and my daddy was born here. And my daddy's daddy. And I ain't no African.
You talk more shit than a little bit. Back to Mother Africa. That's bullshit. Without question, we are all Black Americans. You do not know a goddamn thing about Africa. I am from Detroit, Motown. So you can want Tootsie your monkey ass back to Africa if you want to.
I don't mind the term African American. I don't want to be called African American. Why is that? I'm not African.
My grandmother was a full-blooded Iroquois.
As you're aware, in 1912, Dr. Walter Plecker became the first director of the Bureau of Vital Statistics. But he was part of the eugenics movement, which was a movement about creating one race of people, which was white, and everything else was put in a pot, as Tina Marie would say, and stir it up and call colored.
But basically, when he was the registrar for the Bureau of Vital Records, he changed the names of Indian people in Southampton County.
Exactly.
Their race from Indian to Negro or colored.
So it was referred to as colored.
The most significant thing here is to reveal the much greater amounts of Native American ancestry that are present within the African American population than most people realize, because they might have been misled by the use of terms like mulatto and also people of color.
Some of us started here in this land. Everybody wasn't brought over from Africa.
It comes as a great shock to discover that Gary Cooper killing off the Indians when you were rooting for Gary Cooper, that the Indians were you. That the Indians were you.
We know who we are now. Some of us are still lost in the sauce, but there's a large population of us that knows who we are. Our culture has always been our culture. Our identity has always been our identity. Walter Plecker, Andrew Jackson, a lot of these people did a hard, long job of mixing up our culture, but we know who we are now. Do your genealogy, ask your family, talk to your ancestors, or not ancestors, but talk to your elders and people of your family and get to the bottom of who you are. Our culture is ours, nobody else's. We didn't get it from nobody because it is ours, okay? Think about it as it's today. No Black American take nothing from nobody. We don't copy nobody in 2025. And if there's nothing new under the sun, everything you did has already been done, then that leads me to believe that we didn't copy them then because we don't copy them now. You get it? Right now in America, Black Americans don't copy nobody, nowhere, anywhere. There's nowhere on earth you can say, see, y'all came and got this from Ghana. Ain't a nigga in New Orleans been to Ghana. Not none. How we gonna know a symbol from Ghana? Where we gonna get it from? We are the blueprint, Black America. Toot your horns and don't let nobody make you feel bad about it. Happy Super Sunday. Now we got to move on into the show. I spent too much time on this. Y'all make sure y'all do your genealogy, please. Please make sure you do your genealogy. Your answers are right there in your genealogy. No, somebody put it in the chat. It is not a test. You don't spit in the tube or let them take no blood. It's all documentation. Everything has been documented. You just have to go get it and decipher it and figure out who it is and what it is. You'll be surprised at some of the things that your ancestors did. You'd be surprised. All right. Let me read some of the super chat. Truth be told, thank you for being a member for 9 months. You muted, beloved. Thank you. Yeah, I fixed it, girl. Thank you. Mango Gelato, thank you for the super chat. We love you, boo. I love you too. Thank you, Mango Gelato. Living peacefully by design. It'll be all right, boo. It's hard to educate the lost and turned out. Love you down. You know, and I get that. I think when it's not, no, you're right. I'm gonna just leave it there. You're right. You're right. And I be having to remember that. But you're absolutely right. Thank you, living peacefully in design. Living peacefully by design. Unfairly Jamaican, thank you for the super chat. Thank you so much. Pink Tulip, thank you for the super chat. It's my birthday. Look at that beautiful green. Much love to you, dolls and dons. Well, happy birthday. Let's get the birthday song on here so we can get into the show, y'all. Y'all make sure y'all drop some cakes in the chat for Pink Tulip and anybody else whose birthday I missed because I was supposed to go live yesterday, but I didn't. I was just tired, y'all. But y'all drop some cakes in the chat for beautifully designed. I'm sorry, Pink Tulip Clover. Happy birthday, love. Happy birthday. Happy birthday. Happy birthday. I hope you have many, many more. We still in Pisces season for a few more days. Shout out to all the Pisces. Shout out to everybody in the building. All right, we got to get into the show, y'all. Oh, Felicia Renee, thank you for the super chat. 2/3, sis. Been saying this all weekend. You look pretty, Chica. Thank you so much. Yes, and I'll be having to, whenever people start getting on my nerves, I just got to say 2/3. You're right. You're absolutely right. I just didn't like that. Was this a gay pride parade? Is your son, girl? Let me. Bless Lord, please cover me. Most High, please cover me. Now we have a few things to discuss. So, twin brothers unalived in Atlanta, and they want to say that it was a murder suicide. Oh hell no! We gonna get into that. Some black woman is marrying or getting into a Nigerian family, and the mama with the cutting up and acting a fool. Gonna get into that. Caleb Wilson, so the assistant band director, who's also a Q dog, has been suspended. We're gonna get into that. SpaceX, girl, they want us to believe these astronauts was up in space, lost for 9 months, lost and turned out, and now they home. You know, the reason they showed the space shuttle blowing up to children in school in the 60s and the 70s or the 80s, whenever that space shuttle blew up, the reason they showed it to children because they knew the old folks wasn't gonna buy it. If y'all believe them folks was really out there in space, I feel bad for you. And then Don Lemon. He's so exhausting. I'm gonna get on Don Lemon. And shout out to the LGBTQ community, because I'm gonna say some things that y'all be saying that most of the heteros don't know about. Oh yeah, we gonna get on Don Lemon head. He wanna turn around and say that there's no such thing as a black MAGA or something like that. Basically trying to down every black person that voted Republican. But he's so hypocritical with his white husband. He's just so hypocritical, speaking black and sleeping clear with his white orange juice husband. And I'm tired. I'm so tired, because I don't care if you gay, straight, bi. I don't give a damn what you is. I am so tired of these people coming on here saying one thing and doing another. I'm so tired. I'm over it. I am so tired. Bree, thank you for the super chat. Officially, a artist's art will be in a gallery soon. If you talking about the Indian stuff, yeah, absolutely. Yep. I already know. But I'm telling you, watch. We're gonna get into him. But let's start with let's get the space people out the way. You know, I ain't gonna lie, y'all. I ain't gonna lie. When I be seeing this stuff online, I be thinking to myself, now I remember when I was younger, I really did believe them mother effers was going down to the space. But of course, that's the whole point. They get the children because they can indoctrinate them and teach them anything. But as I got old, then I started paying attention even to the old space type of stuff. Girl, I started saying these people really played in our face. Like when they landed on the moon. Who was the cameraman? Because I thought the man went up there by themselves. How did they get the footage back to America? Remember Gail was just on here crying, talking about she's scared to go. And they make them sign these crazy NDAs and they get these clearances where you could never speak on it. I just had so many questions. So look, and I can remember old clear people. They got video of old clear people when the whole thing happened with the man landing on the moon. See them old clear people? Thought it was the biggest crock of bull crap they ever heard in their life. Do you hear me? The clear people was like, this is the biggest crock of bull I have ever heard in my life. Do I believe there's a firmament? Yes, absolutely. Hell, they put it in the movie. What's that movie with Jim Carrey where he girl, what's the movie? Put it in the chat. Y'all know what movie I'm talking about, where he thought he was gonna be able to get out of the firmament, or what you would call it, or he thought he reached the. Remember, he realized that we was all on TV and they was watching us or something like that. Put the movie in the chat. Truman Show. That's what it is. Atomic Indigo. Yeah, the Truman Show. Hell, when you even think about the Matrix and stuff, they put that crap in the movie all the time. I don't believe the sun is real. I don't believe the moon is real. I don't believe none of that. I believe what's up is down and what's down is up. I believe what's true is false and what's false is true. Yeah, I believe in the firmament. Yeah, I believe in it. I do. But I've never really studied on it, but if I start looking at things around me, yeah, I do believe in it. So look, Pete, are you a flat earther, Dr. Vu? I don't know. I don't rule out the flat earth though. And let me tell you why I don't rule out the flat earth, because I don't think anybody has ever been outside and showed us real photos. And when you look at old maps, it does give you flat T's. You see what I'm saying? But again, I never did a lot of research on it, so I can't speak intelligently on it. I can just speak from my common sense. But my common sense tell me it's possible. I wouldn't rule it out like it's not impossible. I think anybody who say that something like that is completely impossible, I don't know. Maybe they never looked into it, but I wouldn't be able to know for sure. I just don't believe they ever gave us real depictions of anything. So, I don't know. I think it could be. It's possible. It could be. All right. Y'all remember in the was that a Bible story? Now y'all know I used to be a Jehovah's Witness, so my mama had us heavy in the Bible, girl. But was it a Bible story or was it a history story where they were talking about somebody wanted to sail and see if they can get to the end of the earth and would they fall off? I could be conflating some stuff. I don't know if I learned this in school or if I learned this from Bible study or I don't know what this was, but it was something about somebody wanted to get in a boat and get to the end of the earth. Because remember they were trying to say the earth was square at one point. Something like that. And they wanted to get in there and see if, you know, if the earth was flat and they could fall off. H. Fisher said, I'm losing credibility. Thank you. I appreciate it so much. Just because I believe that it's possible the earth is flat, then sure. If that makes you lose all credibility into me, then it wasn't meant for you to have credibility in for me at all. So thank you so much. I appreciate that. I love going against the grain. It actually makes me feel better. But I can't remember. That was a classic sci-fi movie. That was a European explorer. I think it was mythology. I remember hearing something like that. What Bible do Jehovah's Witnesses use? The New World Translation of the Holy Scripture. It's supposed to be a translation of the King James. They said, when I was coming up, I didn't say it. This is what they said. They said that the only difference in the Jehovah's Witness Bible that we grew up on in the King James was instead of using thou and thus and they and da-da-da-da, they use actual words like I, him, she, he, blah, 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 blah. But then when you start looking at the King James versus that New World Translation, you realize it's a little bit more than that. Because the words are very important. I tell y'all this all the time. Words are very, very important. And one word can literally change the meaning of an entire sentence. I know y'all know that. You know what I mean? And I'm talking about small words, such as instead of saying they, say us, or saying, one small word can literally change the entire sentence. So I don't really trust no translations of none of these books. Now, they say they got a new Bible from the Jehovah's Witness. I don't know. I ain't been around there since I was in high school. But I do know Charles Taze Russell was a clear man who was a slaver, R-worder, a person who believed that blacks should be slaves, actually owned slaves, and wouldn't even allow blacks inside of his organization. Oh, and by the way, I also heard that the Honorable Elijah Muhammad, when he first started his Muslim movement, had his people read Charles Taze Russell's Bible. But you know they was all together anyway. You feel what I'm saying? So I don't know. Yes, girl, they update them, Amber. Yes, they do. They update them. I don't know. Because why would the Muslim people be telling them read the Jehovah's Witness Bible? I never understood that. But they all was Mason. You feel what I'm saying? So that's why I don't really put too much stock in none of it. I don't, and people who cherish it, I always, squint my eyes at. You know what I'm saying? Yes, Russell was a Mason. Charles Taze Russell was a Mason. Yes, he was. Yes, he was. Did y'all know too? This is off subject. Did y'all know too that one of the things that Meatball, get him on here. Let's get Meatball on here because I'm trying to show y'all something. When Meatball was a young boy, Meatball daddy was a Mason and he was a Mason too. Y'all know Meatball? Let's get Meatball up here. Meatball. Now his pa was a Mason and he was a Mason too. Allegedly. And they said his ritual to come inside of Masonry back in the Gap was that he was helping his daddy dig a grave. And his daddy told him to get down there, allegedly. Legend has it. His daddy told him to get down there in the grave to do something. And then the daddy, when he got down there, pulled the ladder out and left him down there screaming and hollering and crying all night long, girl. Allegedly. That's what they said. I didn't say it. Left him down there crying all night inside of a grave, a deep grave. Allegedly. And that was his initiation when he was a little bitty boy. Allegedly. I didn't say it. This is what they said. Legend has it. I don't know. Conspiracy theory. That's what they said. Now, I didn't say it. This is what they said. So, Yeah, but they always get them young though. SC said they got them young. That's crazy work. They always get them young when they're trying to initiate them because they want them to carry the torch. That's what they do. That's what they do, child. Pure Joy said it was Ferdinand Magellan. I knew it was somebody. Yeah, it was Ferdinand Magellan. Okay, I read it somewhere. Okay, thank you so much. Who was trying to get to the end of the earth to see if they could fall off. Woo, child. Somebody said, what was the point in that? Let me tell you what the point of this is. Remember, these are Freemasons who practice rituals. All your D9 rituals stem off of Freemasonry, okay? All they do is rituals. A lot of the rituals involve sex and death. Say it again. A lot of these rituals involve sex and death. That's one of your top two things that these rituals involve. So putting him inside of a grave, if I had to just guess. Now, I'm not a Freemason. I learned my great-great-grandmother was a Eastern Star. I just learned that here a couple of weeks ago. So I don't know nothing about it, but I know I'm not. You know what I'm saying? But it makes sense. You feel what I'm saying? That he would put him down in a grave because a lot of the rituals involved are surrounded by death and sex. So, there's that. So yeah, when I talk about the Freemasons in the Eastern Stars, even my great grandma could get it. Yes, she can. Yes, she can. They say she was an Eastern Star. I don't know what she had going on, but she can get it. If she was one of the people that was a part of the problem, she can get it too. Love her down to the ground, never met her. But if she was one of the people that was the problem, she can get it too. Ain't nobody safe. Not even my great-great-grandma. But she was an Eastern Star. I haven't looked into it, but they say, allegedly, she was an Eastern Star. Mm-hmm. And a lot of us have them in our families. A lot of us have Masons and Eastern Stars in our family. So don't sit up there and drag me, because when you do your genealogy, you're going to find out your grandpa was a Mason. Or your uncle. You feel what I'm saying? Your uncle, your great uncle was a Mason, or his daddy was a Mason. Girl, bye. It was a lot of them back then. You know what I'm saying? So it is what it is. Let's get to the astronaut people. It says SpaceX docks with the station to retrieve astronauts stranded for 9 months. Girl, you can't make this up. Look at the people. Hold on. Look at them coming out. Look. Oh, we're saved. Didn't they have on Christmas hats for Christmas, even though they weren't supposed to be up there for Christmas? And didn't they have a reporter go up there inside the astronaut thing, inside the space shuttle, and do an interview? Y'all remember that? Yeah. Mm-hmm. They were stranded. They went up there, just them. Then they got stranded. And Christmas came. And somehow, maybe they just felt they might get stranded. So they ended up packing Christmas items anyway. So they put their Christmas hats on. And then somehow the reporter was able to get up there. I don't know how they got him up there, because they were stranded. But it don't matter. They was able to get the reporter up there and bring him bike. Okay. So they got him up there, bought him bike. But when he was up there, they had the hats on talking about Feliz Navidad and all of that. And I was just sitting here saying, I know you fucking lying to me. You feel what I'm saying? But neither here nor there. They showed us a few more clips of them up there eating Spam out the can and all of that. And everybody, you know what I'm saying, was just like, oh my God, this is horrible. They're stuck. They're lost in space. These people need to come home. People were talking about they're going to die, all types of stuff, girl. And I'm over here saying, girl, y'all some new age fools. If y'all believe anything, listen to me and listen to me good. If y'all believe anything about these space people, then y'all is crazy as a road lizard. These people been lying and playing in y'all face for the last 9 months. Girl, bye.
It's survival. I guess somebody lied. Smells like somebody lied.
But welcome home to the Jetsons, I guess. George Jetson and his family, Jane, his wife, you know what I'm saying, and the churn and the robot, they done came on home. So I guess welcome home. Girl, bye. Let's move on. Welcome home. Let's move on. Now, we gotta get into. We did the space people. Let's get into these. To this black woman and this Nigerian lady. Now let me say this. As a person who child's father is from Honduras, meaning my baby, ethnicity wise, is mixed, even though she's still black, because he a nigga, hair nappier than mine. You feel what I'm saying? Well, he not a nigga, but he is melanated, right? He a melanated Honduran, right? If you seen him, you wouldn't know it. He would have to tell you from Honduras. Hell, I didn't know. You know what I'm saying? Well, I knew. But as a person who has a child by a Honduran, I'm just gonna keep it honest. And if it works for you, shout out to you. But I'm just gonna keep it honest. I do not think that Black Americans should date Africans. And let me tell you why. Only because the culture barrier is so different. Like, there are hardly any similarities. Oh, and by the way, the Nigerians don't want y'all with their sons. You got to know that. They would rather a clear doggone ragamuffin with their sons or their daughters than you. Let's really be clear about that. They don't want you with their churn. Let me say this again. Because my Honduran baby father, ex/ex-husband, his mama didn't want me with him. Okay? They don't want you with their churn. Okay? So let's be clear about that. I don't believe that we should really interact like that. I mean, if you find love, girl, we feel in love in an open place, or whatever the forehead girl be saying. So have fun. You know what I'm saying? But I'm just saying, for culture reasons, I don't think we supposed to be over there mixing and the mingling like that. You know what I'm saying? Like that. You know what I'm saying? I'm not being racist because we all the same race. So bye. I'm just saying, I don't think culturally we supposed to be mixing like that. You feel me? B Lady Ross said, what about the Jamaicans? Girl, speaking of the Jamaicans, my homegirl told me the other day they going to Jamaica. I said, girl, I heard the Jamaicans over there be looking at y'all crazy. She said, girl, me and my girl done been 3-4 times, and they do be looking at us crazy, treating us real bad. I said, for real? She said, yeah. She said, and they asked the men. Now, mind you, she a whole lesbian. This girl is a lesbian down to the ground. Don't even want no men. And she said they asked the men why the women be treating them like that. And this is all alleged. She said, and the man said, because they think that y'all here to take their men. Girl, ain't no American going to Jamaica to find no man. Girl, y'all don't watch too much of Stella Got Her Groove Back. Girl, we not going over there to get none of them niggas. We got enough with the niggas that got the dreads here. We already dealing with the dreadhead niggas here. Let me tell you something. Once you deal with a nigga with dreads, you feel me? It's kind of a catch-22. It's a double-edged sword. Listen, we got enough with the niggas over here with the dreads. We not trying to come. Shout out to Jamaica, to my Jamaican people. We as American, on behalf of the American Negro women, we is not coming to Jamaica for your niggas. Because we got enough with the niggas with the dreads here. These niggas here with the dreads is a whole other thing. We don't have, you feel what I'm saying? Now we got a language barrier. He over there hollering, we don't know if he's shooting at us. We don't know if he just dancing. Girl, we don't know. We not doing that. On my mama. Don't let Stella Got Her Groove Back lie to y'all. Girl, we not coming over there. We got enough niggas here with dreads. We don't even trust them niggas. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to my niggas out here with dreads, but we don't trust y'all because everybody wants y'all. So we damn sure don't want to go get no Rastafari. And now you over here, you don't even twist up your dreads. Your dreads just looking like, you know what I mean? This is no shade. At least the ones over here, they go get it twisted. Y'all dreads, girl, look like big old rolls of bread mold with it. You know what I'm saying? Y'all don't even twist y'all's up. Y'all got the incense going, you know, smoking that Zaza and that ganja, girl. And we sitting over here wondering why every day we eating rice and peas, girl. We don't eat that like that, girl. We trust and believe. Shout out to my Jamaican people. To the women's down there in the Jamaica place. We not come and get y'all mad, baby. As a matter of fact, y'all come get some of these niggas over here. You feel what I'm saying? We don't, you know what I mean? I'm just saying, but that's what she said. They done been 50-11 times. I don't, you know what I mean? But Just me said I like rice and peas. I'm just saying we like it too, but we don't eat it like that. You know what I mean? We're not having eggs and rice and peas for breakfast. Like jerk chicken for lunch. We don't eat like that. You know what I mean? That's like a every so often dinner. You know, we might go out, we might feel a little, you know, Rasta teas. We might feel a little Rasta vibes in our spirit. Now we won't go eat a couple of oxtails. But we're not waking up in the morning eating plantains and eggs. And I know, because my ex-husband from Honduras, that's what that bitch used to be getting up there and cooking. Plantains and eggs. What we eat with the eggs? Oh, I fried some plantains. You did what? I was on my Maxine water teas before I do it. Look, what we eat for breakfast? Oh, you cook breakfast? Yeah, I got breakfast. What you cook? Oh, I made some eggs, some bacon, and some plantains. You did what? Talking about it's the same. It's the same. You do what? Nigga, if you don't get them, because back then I was ignorant. I'm sorry, I was ignorant. But man, you don't get them fried bananas from out my face. I don't want to eat no mother plucking fried bananas, nigga. Where is the grits and the pancakes? This nigga up there frying plantain. I don't want that. You feel what I'm saying? It's just a cultural clash. You know what I'm saying? It's a cultural clash, and we love y'all down to the ground. But it's just a, you know... Girl, look, that nigga used to get up. Girl, you smell of bacon and all that. You're like, let me get up, put my little robe on, you know, brush my teeth, wash my face. You know, I'm going in the kitchen. You know how when you got your robe on, you come in like this. You know, after that good sleep, girl, you know, we used to sleep with the AC on high, girl. You come in the kitchen with your robe on and your slippers. Good morning. Oh, you cook? Yeah, I cook. What you cook? Oh, I got some eggs, I got some bacon, and I fried some plantain. You do what? Well, I got some eggs, some bacon, and some plantain. Did you make grits? No, we don't need no grits. We could just eat the plantains and the eggs and the bacon. You do what? We do what? Now I gotta get up and make my own grits or my own pancakes because I'm not eating no goddamn fried bananas in the morning. I don't want that. That, you know what I mean? Like my appetite, my stomach don't even want to eat that. You feel what I'm saying? So the shout out to the Jamaicans, you know, but I ain't gonna lie. The fried bananas used to kill me. Let's get Maxine on here where she said, you do what? Get up. What happened, Maxine? This is how I was when I used to wake up in the morning. No cap.
Look them in the eye. Come on, hold your face up. Look at them.
Wait. This my boyfriend. Well, my ex-husband at the time. This my ex-husband getting up telling me that we got fried eggs, bacon, and plantain for breakfast. After I cuss him out, this is me presenting him to the rest of my family, telling everybody that he up in here trying to make me eat fried bananas and eggs and bacon in the morning. This me presenting my ex-husband to my family. Look
them in the eye. Come on, hold your face up. Look at him. Let him see you. This is him. Look at it. What's your name? Tell us your name. Give me that ID again.
Giving you the ID, I showed it to you.
So what?
I showed you the ID.
You do what?
I showed you the ID.
Could you let me see the ID again? Huh? No? Will someone else ask him for the ID? Will you ask him for it? He won't let me see it again. You didn't see it. You didn't see it. They didn't see it.
Look at my mama. He ain't make no pancakes or no grits. No, girl, he ain't make none of that. You sure? Did you look all over the kitchen? I looked everywhere, and I didn't share it. I looked in the bathroom. I looked in the cabinet. I didn't share it. Girl, yeah. That's just me. You feel what I'm saying? That's just me. Again, shout out to my Jamaicans and all of that. I just feel like culturally, it's, you know. But shout out, you know, no shade. I'm just saying it was a lot of culture clashes for me. I can't speak for nobody else. But we about to get on this Nigerian people. Hold on. Tisha, thank you for the super chat. Boo, did you see about the twin boys who died on Bell Mountain? I have twins and it just doesn't make sense. Yes, we about to talk about them next. Yes, ma'am. Unfairly Jamaican, thank you for the super chat. Boo, as a Jamaican, we don't want them either. Girl, let me tell y'all something. Listen. I'm just saying to the people down in Jamaica who think we coming to get y'all, man, girl, we got enough with these niggas here. We don't want them. But look, let's get into the Nigerian lady. Now, this girl is with this Nigerian boy. And I guess the culture is after they eat, the girl supposed to pick up the mama plate, and the mama goes ham on the girl because she said it was disrespectful that the girl didn't pick up her plate after they ate. Now watch how she get the wigging out.
This night you came over, made sure you ate. And then when you were finished, you expected me to take your plate.
In the Nigerian culture, you are supposed to take your mother-in-law's plate.
Yes.
If you know you want to marry my son, you are supposed to respect me.
Mom, can you...
No! Leave me alone!
What's the problem?
Stop it!
Wait,
Mom,
wait. Now.
No! Stop it! You have to respect me. I'm not your name. You have to respect me.
She respects me.
You have to take my plate.
Mom, listen.
Come on. Listen to me. Listen to me. I don't want this.
Mom, listen. Mom, you just right now broke her heart.
She broke my heart too. Leave me alone.
Any other day.
Leave me alone. Don't be a whip for a woman.
I'm not being a whip.
He's not being a whip.
Okay? The wife, I come embarrassed already. Just go.
Nonsense.
And
it's nonsense. If you want to marry a Nigerian, you have to respect your elder.
Only thing I could think of, this girl couldn't have been Black American. At least I know hood Black American. Cause I ain't gonna lie. See, when the mom voice when it started getting deeper and she started raising up, you don't pick up my plate. You don't pick up my plate. I'd say, bitch, fuck you and the plate, ho. Girl, your mom, your greedy grandma. Girl, I take the plate and shove it down your throat. Cause no shade. God bless the dead. But I used to say real heinous stuff to my mother-in-law. Yes, I did. Because she was very mean. Because she didn't want me with her son. She didn't want me with him. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, I used to say some real, horrible stuff. Like, bitch, you ugly and your son ugly too. Whoa, fuck all y'all. You know what I'm saying? Tight tees. Bless the dead, though. I used to say stuff like that. Girl, fuck you and your ugly ass son. How about that? You know what I'm saying? So it didn't quite work on me. Then I was ignorant. I was young. I didn't care. The lady calling me talking about I'm stressing her son out. I do what? You're stressing my son out. My son stressed. I don't remember how the doggone accent was. Girl, fuck you and your ugly ass son, bitch. Yeah. And your ugly son. And he look like you, so both of y'all ugly. Girl, bye. That's what's up. You know what I'm saying? But that's what I'm saying. I don't know who this young lady is. Maybe she really loved the man. I don't know. But girl, you got patience of Job. Because see, me, when the mom started hollering and screaming, hooping and hollering about I didn't pick up her plate, bitch, I put another plate right in front of you to shove it down your throat, ho. Stop playing with me, bitch. You're lucky I don't jump over there and pop you right now. You feel what I'm saying? Because I don't be having the patience. But this is why I say I don't think culturally we supposed to be, because it's too much. You know what I mean? And plus, them mamas don't be wanting y'all with their churn anyway. You feel what I'm saying? So yeah, that's just me. The lesson of the day is to all the Black American women running down there to Nigeria, Ghana, and all that to get you a husband. Find one that's an orphan, because if you get one like that with a mama like that, they gonna jump you, fat. They gonna jump you. Yeah, they gonna jump you, because I'd have cussed her ass out. You know what it remind me of? Y'all remember that Clear woman who was married to that Nigerian dude on what was it? What was that show? Was it Married at First Sight? Where they used to be long distance lovers. What the lady name? Y'all know what I'm talking about? And she went over there and they thought because she was clear, she was gonna be all dainty and womanly like, and she was over there smoking cigarettes. Remember? She was over there chain smoking and disrespecting the boy. And he was saying, in Nigerian culture, you're supposed to respect the man. You're supposed to respect the man. And she was like, I ain't respecting shit. I'm paying for everything. Is it 90 Day Fiance? Yeah, that was her name, Angela. This is how she was with her cigarette. In Nigerian culture, you should respect the Nigerian as the man. And she was, honey, what you say? You supposed to respect the man. I pay all the goddamn bills around here. I ain't respecting shit. You don't tell me to respect nothing. Where's my goddamn lighter? You don't tell me what to respect. I'm not respecting nothing. I'm the woman. I make all the money. Your ass is broke. I had to buy your food this morning. I ain't gonna respect the goddamn thing. So you and your mother can kiss my white ass. I ain't respecting nothing. I just bought your mother some underwears. I don't have to show her anything. She ain't worth nothing to me. You owe me. I don't owe you. Okay? Now, I love you, and I want to be with you. But I refuse to sit here and allow you and your family to disrespect me because I'm a white woman. I do worse like this to Negroes in America for less. So, no. They should. What'd you say? Respect. Respect. Do you know who I am? That white lady used to have me weak. Do you hear me? That white lady used to turn orange on her back. Do you hear me? That white lady used to turn orange on her back because that son was beating her. Beating her like Ike beat Tina, girl. Son was beating her down to the ground in Africa. That lady get orange on her back and on her arms and stuff. That lady already aggravating. She frying like bacon. In the sun, she already frying. Listen to me and listen to me good. She already frying in the sun like a pack of bacon. And here you come talking about respect. I don't blame Angela. I would have said the same thing. What'd you say? Respect? I'm over here dying and you want me to respect you? Have you lost your goddamn hootin' mind? Look at my back. I could die any day now. And you want respect? She couldn't wait to get back to America in the cold. Shout out to this girl. You got better patience than me. I'd have cussed his mom out like a dog. Even in 2025, I would have cussed. If you are another culture and your mama like that, I don't give a damn if she's American or not. Please don't play with me. I will cuss you out. I have a track record of cussing people mamas out. Do you hear me? Let's move on. Now let's get into the boys, the twin boys. That came up unalived, and they trying to say it was a murder suicide. I call cap because houseway. Let's get into these boys. Hold on. Y'all get the likes up on the video, please, and thank you. Girl, the astronaut people just kills me. Hold on, I thought I had it up. I got it coming up right here. I feel like something on my nose. All right. Get the likes up on the video. Let's get into these twin boys who I thought I had up here, but I can get them. I have them up over here. And then we're gonna get into the Omega Sci-Fi guy with his situation with his parents. All right. I mean his unaliving. So we have these two twin boys who was said to be found brutally shot in Georgia mountains after missing a flight at the Atlanta airport. Let me say this. These two boys who were twins, who family said they know nothing of them even having an argument with each other, let alone wanting to unalive each other or, you know, murder suicide type teas. And these young boys go to Atlanta, miss a flight, and then all of a sudden they're found 90 minutes away from the airport. And people are saying that, oh, well, yeah, they went out 90 minutes to unalive one in suicide. The sentence. Stop it. Stop the cap. Stop the cap. Let's get into the story. This story is really, really crazy, and it needs to be talked about because them people, I don't know what they got going on, but this did not happen the way they claim it happened.
Mountain. The bodies of twin brothers found in Towns County near the North Carolina line, 90 miles from their home in Lawrenceville. The GBI initially investigating this as a murder-suicide, but tonight the family says they're not buying it. 11 Alive's Cody Alcorn spoke with them just a few hours ago. He's live for us in our newsroom with more on this investigation and what the family has to say, Cody.
Well, Jennifer, the brothers Khaidir and Nazir Lewis were twins. The GBI says a hiker found their bodies at the top of Bell Mountain on Saturday morning. Both had been shot. The family couldn't believe it when they got the call hours later, knowing the twin brothers were supposed to be in Boston visiting friends.
We want answers. We want to know exactly what happened to the twins.
Nazir and Khaidir Lewis.
Those my nephews.
Just a few weeks shy of their 20th birthday.
I can get past it. They're gone.
The twins' uncle, Raheem Bronner.
They're very protective of each other. They love each other. They're like inseparable. So I couldn't imagine them hurting each other because I never even seen them get into a fist fight before.
The GBI saying their preliminary investigation points to the twins' death being a murder-suicide.
We knew right away that wasn't true.
Family says the twins had a 7 a.m. flight to Boston last Friday.
Right there, we never heard from them. They missed their flight. We don't know what happened.
24 hours later, the twins' body found 90 miles away.
How they end out in the mountains, they don't hike out there. They've never even been out there. They don't know nothing about Hiwassee, Georgia. They never even heard of Bell Mountains. So how did they end up right there?
A mystery this family is trying to solve.
They had a huge support system. Like, we know them that they wouldn't do anything like this. So to say that they did this to each other when they come from a family of love and they love each other, they always together, we don't believe that. They didn't do this to each other. Something happened in those mountains and we want answers.
I did reach out to the GBI tonight. A spokesperson says the twins' autopsies is finished, but they're awaiting additional forensic testing to be finished, as well as the investigation portion of this before they issue a final ruling on the brothers' causes of death.
This is cap. And let me tell you why. First of all, I have a question. Did they check in for that flight? Like, were bags checked? And I don't mean check in online. Did they get to the airport and check their bags in? You see what I'm saying? That's, girl, please don't call on Thumbhead. Please. No. Esther said, where's Ben Crump? Please do not call on Thumbhead. He ain't even from Acorn. He ain't nothing but a new age Al Sharpton. We don't want him nowhere around this. No. We don't want Ben Crump around this. This is not, We don't need him. Listen. Yeah, I know he coming, those shelves. He coming. Unfortunately, he coming. Unfortunately. It's got to get a little more steam, though. See, Ben Crump only come when it get huge. This ain't big enough. Wait till it get big enough, or when he feel like they can get some money, then he'll show up. Girl, but please don't say his name. Oh, Lord, please, we don't want Thumbhead around here. Lord have mercy. Let me tell you something. The reason I was asking, did they check in their bags to the flight, is because I believe, it sounds to me like somebody, I don't think they made it to the airport at all. Because if they had checked into the airport and checked in their bags in Atlanta airport, I don't see them being able to go through TSA, go through all of that, get to their terminal, miss the flight, and then go all the way back out the airport. Because this is one thing that I know. When you get inside the airport and you check your bags, you cannot get your bag back. I don't know if y'all know this. Once you check a bag in, you can't get it back. You have to wait until the bag gets to wherever it's going, and one or two things can happen. You can meet the bag there and get it there, or you can request them to have the bag come back to where you are. But once you put them bags in, you can't get them back. So I don't believe that they was at the airport waiting on their flight, missed the flight, and then left back out the airport, because I'm pretty sure they would have been saying, oh snap, we need our bags. You know what I mean? Now, and if they did do that, then they should have another flight that they booked to get on another flight. But none of this is being said. All we're hearing is, oh, they missed the 7 a.m. flight to Boston. Number one. Number two, as a resident of Georgia, native of New Orleans, but a resident of Georgia who's been out here since 2016. And then prior to that, I was out here from 2007 to about 2010, maybe 11. So I would say I spent about 10, 15 years in Georgia total. I've been here this long and I've never heard of Hiwassee, Georgia. Never heard of it. Georgia is huge, like Louisiana. You know what I'm saying? Don't let New Orleans fool you. New Orleans is all inclusive. Oh, everybody's everybody. We love you. Do not get caught outside the city limits of New Orleans. And it's the same thing in Georgia. If you're not in Macon, if you're not in Atlanta, if you're not in Augusta, if you're not in one of the main towns, you ain't venturing out. I'm telling you, I've been here a long time, and it's the same thing in New Orleans. If you ain't in New Orleans, if you ain't in Baton Rouge, if you ain't in Lafayette, if you ain't in Shreveport, if you maybe Lake Charles, depending on who you know out there, you ain't venturing outside. So for these boys to be found in some doggone mountains in the middle of no man's land, I call cap. I believe, this is just what I believe. I don't think those boys even made it to the airport. If they ended up all the way out there, I don't think they even got down to the airport. I think they were either probably taken from wherever they was the night before, or maybe even on the way there. I don't think they ever made it to the airport. And I believe they were taken, and I believe somebody took them somewhere, did something to them, who knows, took their organs or something like that, and dumped their ass off in the middle of no man's land called Hawaii, Georgia, because there's no possible way, and them boys young, they wouldn't know nothing about no goddamn Hawaii, Georgia, and I don't know nothing about it. And if I talk to anybody in Georgia, they don't, only like now, if I ask my old man, because he born and raised in Macon, he might have heard about it, but the average person don't know nothing about no Hawaii, Georgia. Something about this don't sit right with me. Something about this just does not sit right with me. Y'all already know they love taking our organs and, you know, unaliving us. And let me say this too. A lot of you guys don't know this, but when you have babies in these hospitals, these people, the powers that be, know who everybody is and what everybody is. Follow me, camera. Conspiracy theory. Don't pay me no mind. Just keep your ears open. Conspiracy theory. When we go inside these hospitals and we have these babies, them people know exactly who each and every one of us is, from mother to child. They know who and what we are and what they can take from us. It is possible, conspiracy theory, it is possible that these people knew that these boys in particular had something specific that they needed that a lot of other people didn't have, okay? And it could be anything. I'm just a conspiracy theorist. Listen to me. I'm just a conspiracy theorist. Like, for instance, legend has it, rumor has it, stories say that back in the day, the reason Emmett Till was unalive the way he was unalive because there was something special in him. You know, kind of like the Henrietta Lacks tease, you know, type tease. It's giving to me, it's more than just let's find two random twin boys, kidnap them, unalive them, and throw them off in the middle of nowhere. There's something deeper than that. Because how did they seek out these boys? So, I don't know, conspiracy theory. But it wouldn't surprise me if they knew that there was something inside of those boys or something that those boys possessed that they needed. Because remember, the Clears are strapping and surviving, girl. They trying to make it out because they already know their time is up. They melting, girl. They melting, literally. They're on the way out. So they trying any and everything they can to survive. So it wouldn't surprise me. It wouldn't surprise me. I don't trust no coroner. I don't trust no doctors. I don't trust no police chiefs. I don't trust none of them because ain't none of them going to tell us the real story. You know what I'm saying? So, again, conspiracy theory. Don't pay me no mind. But there's something in the milk about this ain't clean. And I don't believe them boys ever made it to the airport. Just period. I don't believe they ever made it to the airport. But my prayers go out to the family. And I hope that they seek justice and find justice and not let this ride because you know how we do as a people. We talk about it today, forget about it tomorrow. Hopefully this family go hard in the paint and Benjamin Crump stay as far away from it as possible, in my opinion. You know what I'm saying? Let's move on, y'all. So now we need to move to, since we're on this type of time, let's get into Caleb Wilson and the situation with him. So an assistant band director has been named, or not named, but he has been infiltrated into this stuff, and they have literally suspended him. He's also a Q dog, but they have suspended him because of alleged involvement with the Caleb Wilson thing. Remember, this is the young brother from Southern University who was in the band and who was trying to pledge Omega Psi Phi. Now, it has been alleged that this is a good point. Little Feather Hummingbird said 7 a.m. flight, you have to be on the road by 4:30 and coming out of Lawrenceville to Hartsville. If they were pulled over in Gwinnett, anything is possible. Facts. I forgot they said that they was coming from Lawrenceville. At least by 4:30, they need to be on the road. And mind you, they still need to be able to clear through the through TSA and all that stuff. They probably was there. They probably was there at 4:30, 5 o'clock for a 7 a.m. flight. They probably was already there. And that means they would have been on the road overnight. You feel what I'm saying? And that means, like you say, anything could happen, especially in these sundown towns that these clears done overtook that used to belong to black people. You never know. That makes a lot of sense. Thank you for saying that. So look, this alleged assistant band director, who's also accused, has been suspended, and the people want answers as to know why. What does he have to do with the case? It says, oops, Southern University put an assistant band director, Safai Abdel Raouf. Is he even from Acorn? On administrative leave 2 days after Caleb Wilson's hazing death. He is reportedly a member of Omega Psi Phi. Let's see what the people see.
University has placed its assistant band director on administrative leave as they look into the death of Caleb Wilson. The investigative unit has learned that 2 days after the death of Wilson, Safi Abdel Raouf was put on leave for 30 days. Abdel Raouf is the Lambda Alpha graduate chapter president of Omega Psi Phi fraternity on Southern's campus. The university declined to comment. Southern University has placed its...
Of course, the university declined to comment. Let me say this. The university should be held responsible too. Because they know about this stuff going on under the guise of the campus. Now, they probably tell them, hey, y'all take that over somewhere else. But you know what I mean? They know what's going on. Administrative staff, everybody knows what's going on. Now, to this boy here, why was he put on 30-day leave 2 days after this boy is unalived? Did he have anything to do with it? Of course, Southern don't want to comment, but Southern needs to be talked to and taken into accountable too. But again, even if he has something to do with it, this stuff is deeper than your average boom, boom, boom. This stuff is way deeper than that. Way deeper than these guys down at the bottom. Remember, I told y'all this is a pyramid thing. That means there's somebody at the top that's either directing the bottom or know what's happening at the bottom and turn the blind eye, or they know what's happening at the bottom and they watch. Who knows? But this shouldn't just be the ones at the bottom being pulled. It needs to be a lot of them at the top. They say shit rolls downhill, but responsibility will always roll up. I don't want that to go over nobody's head. Shit rolls downhill, but responsibility always rolls uphill. So with that being said, if anytime it's chaos on the bottom, the responsibility of what happens at the bottom should remain at the top. Does that make sense? Meaning you're a parent. If your child goes out tomorrow and take your car and hit somebody or hit their car, you got to pay for it. But Voodoo, I wasn't even driving the car. That's your child. So you are responsible for you being safe and keeping your keys away from this little boy who can't drive. And he done stole your car and when ran and hit my mailbox, bitch, I'm suing you because it's your responsibility to make sure your child is doing it. It's the same situation with this fraternity stuff. Shit rolls downhill, responsibility rolls up. But you notice they keep picking apart the ones at the bottom. Why you think that is? Because the people at the top is working with the other people who are investigating it like, hey, keep me out of it. They're like, bet. So I'm not impressed by any of this. I think this is a bunch of bull. And I think that this is a way to escape to the people who really is behind all of this. That's just my opinion. Ridiculous. Again, rest in peace to Caleb. They've been doing a lot of celebrating for him. Easton really tore down for him. I love that about Easton. Do I have that? I had saw it on Instagram. They did a nice little ceremony for him. Warren Easton. That's his high school that he went to. He was a sweet boy. You could tell. He was a sweet boy. All right. Now I want to move into this Don Lemon situation, y'all. Don Lemon is the most annoying person I've ever seen. Well, Jasmine Crockett too. She's another one. Don Lemon annoys me more than a lot of other people. So Don Lemon, the pro-black, sleep white talk show, what he is, journalist, I don't know what the hell Don Lemon is, person on TV, he wants to talk about black people and how black people can't be Republican, or well, he didn't say Republican, he said MAGA. But either way, first of all, I don't give a damn if you're left or right, Republican, MAGA, or woke. I don't give a damn what you is. But I don't feel that somebody in Don Lemon's place has the right to even speak on black people of anything. Because Don Lemon is one of those people inside of the LGBTQ community. Anybody from the community, stop me when I start lying. Don Lemon is one of those black people inside of the community that once they get to a certain status or a certain level with money, they go be with the white folks and they forget that they niggas too. Okay, they start separating themselves from the majority. Listen, everything has a class system. Everything has a class system. It's like people gonna be like, oh, I used to hang out with Don. He never used to date white guys when he was this, he was that. And then all of a sudden he become famous. Now he with the clears and now he's looking his nose down on you like, ew, girl. Ew. And you looking like, bitch, I know you lying. Don, I remember you was getting a train ran on you. This is just me speaking in, but I remember when the boys ran a train on you in college. Now you gonna get up there and act like, oh, girl, get him away from me. Because he's over there rubbing shoulders with the clears. I have heard this from many people in the doggone community. You know who else I heard it with? Not RuPaul, maybe her too, but what's the other one? The other TS, beautiful TS, that be in the movies and stuff. Y'all know what I'm talking about. Put it in the chat. She be wearing the blonde hair. Pretty girl. Pretty girl. She's also married to a clear man. What's his name? What's the TS name? I'm waiting for somebody to put it in. Laverne Cox. Yes, Laverne Cox. They said about Laverne Cox. They say Laverne Cox was another one. Was everyday Laverne until Laverne got up here, got with the clears, and started, ew, girl, ew, like, ew. You know what I mean? Billy Porter too. But that's what they do. Listen, this is no shade to the LGBT community because the straight ones in the Negro community do it too. Let's talk about it. The straight ones in the community do one or two things. They get with the clears and going to go extra hotep because they kind of feel bad subconsciously, or they get with the clears and do the exact same thing. Look their nose down on you like, ew, girl, like I'm with somebody with money. Like, ew, Negroes. Girl, no. To me, this has been a debate, and people say just because you sleep with a clear person, you should be able to still be pro, whatever. I don't believe that. I believe that you can't be pro-black and sleep white. I don't believe that you can do that. Now, I could be wrong, but that's just my belief. I do not believe you can 100% have the best interest of your community and also sleep with the enemy. Because you can't talk to me about oppressive clear people when you go home and kiss one every night. This is just from a spectator's point of view. This is just me. I do not trust anybody black who sleep white. I don't. It's when it comes to black issues. You can't talk to me about it. Some people who in the biracial community or the biracial relationships gonna say that's not true. And I'm not saying that I'm right. I'm just saying how I believe it. I don't believe that someone who goes home and kiss their clear partner can tell me anything about black this, black that. You have lost all credibility. Your word has no weight to me. It just doesn't. Now, that's just to me. Call it ignorant, call it whatever you want, but I know how, this is my thing. This is my thing. What happens is, if you want to better our community and also save us from our so-called enemies, you cannot have the enemy have access to whatever it is we're doing. Now, you love this person. I don't love this person. I don't even know, and you don't even know if this person loves you as much as you love them. So now you have a direct mole and a direct attack on the movement or whatever you're trying to create, because who knows if this person is taking information and bringing it back to people who can bring it back to people. You get it? I don't trust it. I just don't. For me, I believe, this is just what I believe. I believe that in order for us to have any type of thing that's organic and genuine, I think that it has to be, listen to me, it has to be absent of the clears. It cannot and it will not work with clear involvement. That's what I believe. It has never worked in the past and it will never work in the future. Shout out to the clears who are really genuine people. Shout out to y'all. But what I'm telling you is whenever any other group have any type of situation with their culture, they keep everybody out of it. Same race and all. If it ain't culturally them, they kick everybody out and they deal with what they got to deal with in-house. I do not believe in my mind that we can collaborate with the clears and do anything just for us because it's just not possible. It's just not possible. So yeah, that's just me. Portia Lamont says, that's not true for women. The ratio of men to women are off. If I'm marrying up and getting my white man protection and finances for our community, then that makes sense. I'll leave a white man in a second. And listen, if you're using them, that's cool. That's cool. But I'm talking about as far as building, culture building, I don't trust that. And not that I don't trust you. I don't trust your partner. You get it? Again, it's not, and some people might say they don't trust you. I don't know. I'm just talking about the betterment of my people. You cannot do it with them people involved. It has never been designed for you to do it with them people involved. The biggest mistake we have ever made is having these people in our spaces and involved. It has never worked out for us and it never will. Period. You know what I mean? Yeah, look at Miss Higgins said pillow talk probably crazy though. Facts. Like, you know what I mean? And it's not, again, you could be being innocent. It's just, all right, girl, go use him, get the money. If that's what you got to do, come on back. But while y'all together, y'all stay over there. Y'all stay over there. Yeah. Y'all stay over there. You know what I'm saying? Toolie stupid. Toolie said, hell no, if you let that pink meat go in you, you can't be trusted. Hey, some people feel like that, you know what I'm saying? But, you know, my thing is, I just feel like while you're in that situation, nah, you can't come in. You know what I mean? You can't be part of the nation building and the movement and all that because you compromise. Whether you want to believe it or not, you're compromised. They can't be nowhere around our stuff. And we can't have no black people that's close to them around our stuff neither. They cannot have any access to our stuff. Period, point blank. So here goes Don Lemonading again, girl.
It's the same thing that when I see not all black Republicans, but I see a black MAGA person who is carrying Donald Trump's water and they know that he's lying. It is the shortest line to the front. Because if you're black and you're whatever, you're just in line with a bunch of other Democrats that are doing the same thing that you're doing. But if you become a black MAGA person, it's like, whoa, let's book this person, let's put him on television.
So you don't think you can be a sincere black MAGA person?
No, I just said, I don't think that, I just said, I think there can be sincere Republicans.
But you can't be a sincere black Republican?
I don't think that you can be a rational MAGA, be black and be a rational MAGA person. I think you can be black and be a Republican.
I think they would find that very insulting.
Well, I mean, the truth is often insulting.
So this is the thing. So he tried to clean it up at the end. He's saying, I'm not saying you can't be a rational Republican. It's the MAGA part. The whole so-called make America great again. This is the thing. And this is from the outside looking in, because I'm not left or right. I think the left, far left is extreme, and I think MAGA is extreme. I don't think the left have a leg to stand on to say nothing about the MAGA, and I don't think the MAGA have a leg to stand on to say nothing about the left. These are the facts. The facts are this. At the end of the day, it seems to me MAGA would kind of be like far right, just like left would be like far left. That would be like the woke people and all that stuff. I can see why some black people will go far left because far right, because the far left has done a number on America. Do you hear me? The far left has done a number on America. So I see why them people be like, I'd rather just go far right. I see why the extreme opposition happens. I just don't feel like somebody like Lemonade should be on here even saying, oh, you can't be a black MAGA. Well, what about your white MAGA? Because you do know far left clears are the same as the far left rights, right? You do know clear people in any form of politics that have any extreme political ideals do not align with you. I don't care if it's far left. I don't care if it's far right. The far left and the far right clears are the one and the same. Two different sides of the pillowcase, same pillow. You see what I'm saying? And I just feel like Don Lemon don't have a leg to stand on to even be talking about it when your husband is who your husband is. You don't get a say. You don't. You've sold out your community already. You don't get a say. And let me also be clear about this. Hold on. For the people in the bike, you didn't become a leftist or a Democrat until Martin Luther King ushered that bullshit in the 60s, in the late 50s and early 60s. You were originally Republicans. The Republican Party is the party that wanted best for black people, that did everything they could until they started slipping the mulattoes in and we started voting for them, just thinking that they had our back because they're black, quote unquote. Whole time they working for the enemy. But let's really be clear about that. The left, aka Dixiecrats, have always been the party of the KKK. Now, haters gonna say, but voodoo, the party switched. The parties ain't switched shit. You switched, not the parties. And you switched in the 50s and the 60s when they was around there begging you to get out there and vote. Yeah, watch the hijack. The hijack was they was getting you to vote because they wanted you to vote Democrat. But prior to that, you always was a Republican. Okay? Okay? Let's really be clear about that. Let's really be clear about that. Malcolm X said these words. He said the difference between the Dixiecrat and a Democrat is nothing. They both the same. He said the Democrat is nothing but an old Dixiecrat. The Dixiecrat is the party of the KKK. Who was it? LBJ said, I'm going to have these niggas voting Democrat for the next 100 years. So with that being said, I understand black people being Republican because you've always been Republican. I understand your conservative values because black people, even under the left ideals, have always had Republican values, conservative values, aka your man can't sleep at my house unless y'all married. Oh no, you can't have no boy upstairs in your room. Oh, you can't have a boyfriend until you at least 16. You should not be having sex before marriage. And the list goes on and on and on. Black people are the most conservative people on the, well, they were. I don't know what's going on now. But black people have always been the most conservative people on the face of America's earth. And now we got these people that tricked us through social media that we these left woke people, and that's just not who we are. As a collective, that is not who we are. Say what you want, feel how you want to feel. It's not who we've ever been, and it's not who we are. Period, point blank. Here, even though these was Masons, let's really be clear about that. These were Masons. However, here were the black Republicans who ran the South before the Clears, the ones that got off the boats. Remember I told y'all in Ellis Islands, a bunch of Clears got off the boats, and then the Clears up there say, oh snap, we need y'all to go down to the South and start running these niggas. We gonna give y'all some free land. And they all ran out to free land. And then here come MLK telling you how they got land grant colleges. Remember, it all goes together. So this was you. You voted Republican. They started bringing in more Clears, just like they brought in this last set of doggone immigrants, bringing these Clears. And they're like, oh, hey, I need y'all to come to the South. We're going to give y'all free land. We're going to teach you how to farm, land grant colleges. We're going to do all this for y'all. And listen, simultaneously, who's running people off of the land? The KKK. Running people, killing people, raping and pillaging villages off the land so that the clears could come down from Ellis Island, coming in nothing. What MLK said, undergird its European peasants with an economic floor. This is all happening at the same time. This is all happening at the same time. So here they come to the South, take your land, take over your politics through biracials. Hello? Biracials. You know, the ones with the mysterious daddies that nobody never know who their daddy is. Same thing happened in 2025. But the biracials, they fooled you. Because remember, they had already implemented in your head the one drop rule. So you seeing a black person, you're like, oh, bet, he with us. He not with you, baby. He not with you. He's working for his white father. But you don't see it because all you see is skin color. That's been the biggest mistake we've ever had. So you just looking at skin color, Obama. You just looking at skin color, Obama. You just looking at skin color, Scamala. You just looking at skin color, Scamala. And you're assuming because you share skin color that they have your best interests at heart, and that's not why they're there. They've never had your best interests at heart, ever. But we're so emotional. All we see is the skin color, and any black person going against the skin color, they gotta be either racist or stupid or dumb or sellouts or Uncle Toms and da-da-da-da-da-da. And that's how they got us up out of the Republican seats in the South. Now, a lot of us went out with fights now. A lot of us went out in fights. We fought, especially in Louisiana. They had a lot of fights that happened in Louisiana where they went to war behind it. You feel me? Because they refused to let them clears just come in and take their stuff. They even killed clears behind letting Negroes have positions of power and political power in the South. Okay? So, with that being said, this was you originally. Then you were infiltrated. They integrated and infiltrated, not only with biracials, but with people who look like you who aren't you. So it could be other people from other places. Meatball, he from Jamaica. You know what I mean? But all of this is one thing though, because I can't even fault all of them. Because these men, I think all, but I want to say one or two of these people that held these seats were Freemasons. And guess who else was Freemasons? All the other people that was coming in and taking your stuff. See why I talk about treason? Do you understand? You get it why I talk about treason? They can't do it without your help. So it was them Freemasons, these ones right here, and the foreign Freemasons. You didn't know it was Freemasons. I didn't know it was Freemasons. I'm just seeing the black face. And I'm like, oh, we all lit. Not even knowing that the ones here are setting you up to be taken. Not all of them, but a lot of them. You feel what I'm saying? Stop looking at that skin color. That's your biggest problem. Stop looking at that skin color. That's how they've been playing you for the last 200, 300 years, the skin color. Okay? So with that being said, you've always been a Republican Party. So I don't fault black people going back to the Republican Party. The party's never switched. You switched. When Martin Luther King came in and ushered in that civil rights bullcrap, that's when you became a Democrat. Because most of the South, especially in Mississippi, wasn't even voting. Remember the big old thing in Mississippi? Remember, Mississippi had the largest populations of blacks. They hadn't voted in a long time because they had made strict voting laws for them not to be able to vote. So by the time they did come and get them to vote, that was a whole different generation of people. That was kids that was going out trying to get them to register to vote. Fannie Lou Hamer. But they were so politically ignorant, they didn't know what was what. And then here come Mike. Right when TVs are in every home in the South, in America for that matter. This is when everybody started being able to have a TV. Here come Mike, hand in hand with the clears, the orange juice, and the Negroes, hollering, we shall overcome. And people's at TV like, oh my God, this is horrible. They need to learn how to vote. They need to have access to this. And the whole time, Mike is working with the left. He's working with the left. Every law, everything that he's getting passed is through the clears on the left. So guess what? If you're a young voter and you just seen that the left was passing your laws and not the right, who are you going to vote for? The left. But the whole time, the laws and the bills and all that stuff that they're passing will never benefit you, your kids, or your grandkids, because they're going to make it an inclusive thing and give it to everybody except us. We are the grandchildren or the great-grandchildren of the blacks who fought for what they thought was going to be us. They thought that they were fighting for things for us. Turns out they were fighting for things for everybody else. But that's how we became Democrats. Prior to that, we didn't even vote, for the most part, in the South. Okay? So don't let Lemonade get on here and tell you, oh, you can't be black MAGA. A MAGA to me is a far right black person, and they are the same people as the far left person. And I feel like this. I don't blame black people to come from Democrats to far right, because you Negroes on the left side did too much. And them people feel like we need to get as far away from that. I understand. But to my black people who going far right, tread light and be careful, because now the pool got pee in it on both sides. Let me say this again. To my black folks who went far right, tread light and be careful, because the pool got pee in it on both sides. Yeah. The pool got pee in it on the right side, and the pool got pee in it on the left side. And the further deeper you go out from the shallow end, the more pee in there. So tread light to my far right people, and to my far left people, y'all already gone, but I'm going to try to say it anyway. Tread light over there too. We will not, if you think that we can make change through this system of politics, we just going to be in a washing machine cycle, just going round and round and round and round. It's not designed for you. It hadn't been designed for you from conception, and it ain't going to be designed for you in the future. This is just to keep you going round in a circle in the hamster wheel. That's all. I don't believe in none of these politics. It's just for you to keep going round in a circle, round. Okay? Never forget that. All right, y'all. I just wanted to get on here and say that Don Lemonade don't have a leg to stand on when he's sleeping with that clear man. So he can lay it down. He can lay it down. Miss Parker, thank you for the super chat. Says, get the likes up on the video, please. Yes, y'all get the likes up, please. And Son, thank you for the super chat. Cap, multiple births are prized in acorn culture. Multiple births are prized. Yes. Y'all, let me say this. Do your genealogy. Please do your genealogy. Please do your genealogy. I already told you on the live last week, the Africans taking our last name because they sure about to slide in on your genealogy and take everything. Because listen, the powers that be know that we're getting closer to knowing the truth. And with the truth comes the reparations y'all running around here for, talking about reparations through slavery, having an ethnogenesis. The real truth comes reparations, and that comes with land. That comes with money. That comes with resources that was taken from your ancestors. Please do your genealogy. Please, if you can, do your all that running around with Tyreek talking about ethnogenesis and we gonna get reparations through slavery. Half of y'all ancestors wasn't even no slave, girl. Go do your genealogy. Please, that's the only way you're going to figure out what is owed to you, because there's not one big Negro ball. Everybody have different Negro situations. A lot of us have similar, but everybody has a different past. Do your genealogy. Esther, thank you for the super chat. New York people, why they trying to take the green lady away? They trying to take the green lady with the thing in her hand away? Child, what y'all gonna pass then when y'all on the way home? They say she keep the light on like Motel 6, huh? Oh, that's another thing too. They're trying to take away old history on purpose so that they can rewrite new history for the new generations coming up. See, they don't want them to know what they taught you, because they taught you and me a bunch of lies. They're going to start all over with some new lies, but they got to sprinkle in more truth on the new ones, because the new ones going to be able to have access to too much information. So what they're going to do is try to get rid. That's why they're trying to get rid of Black History Month. No, I mean, not Black History Month, but Black History and all that, because they got to teach the new kids a new set of lies. Because we done already decoded the old lies, so they got to start with some new lies, fresh kids, and that's what's really going on, okay? With that being said, y'all, I have to get off here. We got Love and Hip Hop. Nope. what we got? Baddies and Real Housewives of Atlanta coming on this evening. Shout out to everybody in the building. I got to get off of here. Love y'all down to the ground. I'll see y'all on the next one. Make sure y'all take care of each other and do your genealogy. If you need to start on genealogy, all you have to do is start with the family tree. Start with you, your mama, and your grandma. Start there. And then you can go up from there. You can use ancestry.com. You can use findagrave.com. You can use the census. You can do a whole bunch of stuff. Just Google it. Somebody help a friend. If you know how to do genealogy, go to Top Cats, go to Dane Calloway. There's a lot of other people that's got the genealogy thing down packed. If you trust them, I don't trust people with my information. No shade to them. But if you do trust other people and want them to help you, there are a lot of resources you can get it from. Love y'all down to the ground. Got to get off here. Peace.
Can you hear me now? Oh, let's go. It's your boy Big Chew, the voice of the beat. You know what I want? Blaze up. Come on, Blaze up.
It's the beat for me.
Wow, 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 for your guy, for your B-O-Y. Drop it for your guy, for your B-O-Y. Do it for your guy, for your B-O-Y. Come on, baby, we love. For your boy. For your boy. Also for your boy. Fix it for your boy. Drop it for your lift it up.
Mr. Carroll, how you give the voodoo doll time to talk? I don't get no fucking time to talk.
Who the voodoo doll is?
The nigga you just had up here.